What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to this foregoing. Today, I thought we'd have a little fun. We just talk about our favorite waifus in the game. Now, I made a video about this a long time ago where I rated my top 10 waifus in the game, but I'm not going to be doing that today. I'm just going to be talking about general waifus because the truth is, guys, there's a lot of them in Kofas. There's a whole lot of them when you start including the collab characters, especially, right? And the original KOF characters are just godly, right? As far as I'm concerned, right? I mean, you all know that Leona here is my numero uno waifu. She's always going to be number one. She just is, right? But what about all these other ladies, man? Like, what are some of your favorite waifus? Who are some of your favorite characters in here? I mean, Shermie here, a character that really never really got much love in this game. I mean, essentially in the beginning, she did get a little love, but Shermie's massive waifu. And just imagine if we ever got an EX version of this character. I mean, have you seen her in KOF 15? Right? The jiggle physics are insane for this character. She is so beautiful, right? Just gorgeous. The way that she walks around, the way that she struts her stuff. She just got it going on, man. And yeah, I mean, definitely big time waifu, man. Lord have mercy. And who else? And I'm not going to go into gold border characters, guys. I mean, although there are quite a few waifus there as well, but we start talking about these others now. Elizabeth, I know for a lot of you guys out there, she's a big waifu as well. And I can definitely see why. Elizabeth's a beautiful lady. The blue hair really sets her off. I'm really more of a traditionally long haired kind of guy, but some girls with that short hair, man, they just pull it off, right? They just got it, right? And they definitely enlarge some assets on Elizabeth compared to her other counterparts in this game, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But it looks pretty damn good. I mean, I can't deny. And it's just, it's honestly been pretty sweet here lately because we've been doing these little tournaments. And Elizabeth's been a big part of that. She's actually been really good in those things. And like our KOF original tournament, she's been actually quite nutty. And then, Vice here. I mean, I know Vice is a bit of a cannibal, right? She does like to chow down on some things, if you know what I mean. But just look at her. I remember when she showed up in this game and we were all like, come on now. She's got a damn squirt gun, for Christ's sakes, wearing a leopard swimsuit. Right? I mean, if that doesn't set you off, I don't know what will. Right? And again, she got the short hair thing going on, but Vice just looks gorgeous and that little twinkle in her eye when she looks at you. Nice touch from Netmarble. It's just, yeah, yeah. I mean, just imagine if you see this lady walking around on the beach, you'd be like, yeah. We don't need to go into no more details. Kim, just joking. No, Kim. I won't do this Elizabeth here, guys, because we already talked about Elizabeth right here. I mean, Yuri might be a waifu for some of you guys. I love Yuri, but she's really more of a fun little character, right? I'm not really, I just like her personality. Not really waifu for me per se, but I know some of you, I mean, actually even King and one of my fellow YouTubers, shout out to TBR, this is his waifu. And yeah, I mean, King, they definitely enlarged some things on her as well compared to her other counterparts, but I have to admit, she is quite quality. They definitely made her look a little bit more feminine in Kofas, right? They really cute it up. I really love how her hair is just kind of messed up a little bit. It gives her this natural beauty, right? And the rose is definitely always a nice touch, something that she's traditionally always had. And then, you get into Neo-Tengu. Now, there is a swimsuit version of this character, but I'm just going to be looking at this one. I think Neo-Tengu is sweet. Yeah. Very strong character when she came in. Really, whenever she showed up, she had the best survivability of any character during the DOA 6 collaboration. And she's just gorgeous. And I mean, listen, guys, when you put a lady in here and she's licking her lips, for Christ's sakes, at you, it's just, I mean, what is she signifying to you? I mean, how could you not like that, right? And not for everybody, but yeah. Marie, definitely. I mean, she's not a waifu for me, but for some players, I think she's definitely going to be a waifu for sure. And then Kazumi. Kazumi is definitely a waifu for me. I actually prefer the other version of her in the game, but she's just beautiful and she's just got that country girl vibe going on. And being as that, I'm an old country boy. I actually, lived in the country, lived on a farm when I was a kid. I just love it. I just love it. And she's a badass. So all these ladies are badasses, every one of them. And then we got Shane. Now Shane was she was like my rated number 3 waifu in my original waifu video, and there's for good reason for that. I still think Shane is absolutely gorgeous. Her warrior mentality just does it for me. It always has. I've always loved the girls in fictional universe that have this warrior mentality, that are fighters, that just don't give up. They have no quit in them. And that also struggle with their own inner demons, and she literally does. It's really, really cool, and I just think she's beautiful, right? Even with her, red and blue eye that she has, just look at her, right? The aesthetics of this character are so gorgeous. I love Shane. I love Shane. I think she's so awesome. And then you got Jeanette. Jeanette's probably one of the more beautiful girls in the game, especially if you like blondes. And yeah, I actually prefer her traditional look more than this one, the gold border version of her, more than I do the Christmas version. The lick in the whipped cream is it's a nice touch, right? Kind of like Neo-Tengu with her licking her lips. It's a nice touch. It is. Kofa's really knows what they're doing by luring in the base to play this game, right? Because there's a lot of players that play the game strictly for waifus. That's why they play. Just we're a lot of us are just a bunch of simps that are just simping over these girls, right? And Jeanette's one of them girls that really brings it out in us, right? Kula's definitely going to be a waifu for a lot of them. I think this version of Kula is so beautiful and just gorgeous, and the way her hair and eyes change color. I've always loved what they've done for her, right? And then, guys, look, I'm sorry if I skip over your waifu, but I'm just going over girls that I feel are just, quality, in my opinion, that I've always really enjoyed. Kula is not really one of my favorites, but this version of her, the SS, I always thought aesthetically looked amazing. Alice is another one that, would be considered probably waifu for a lot of them out there. I don't really like this particular version of her so much. I like her original version a lot better. Mizzy is definite waifu from a lot of KOFers out there. And really just in the fighting world. Mizzy is one of the most popular KO or popular fighting girls in all of KOF, one of the most popular waifus, period. We did a vote a long time ago on the most popular waifu, I think it was, and Maisie come out on top. Most people agree that she is the most popular of all of the KOF original characters when it comes to being a waifu. I would say Leona's right there up there with her, but Maisie really does prove to be like on top when it comes to that, right? And for good reason. Athena, honestly, guys, Athena just looks too much like a lolly for me to be a waifu, but I do love the character, and I do think this character is fun to play. Then you get Merlin, who, I mean, Lord have mercy. When I first saw this girl, I was like, whoa. She is. And I love Seven Deadly Sins, the anime. It's amazing. And just seeing her is they did a great job on her. They really, really made her a little bit more voluptuous in the game, as they always do. They're always trying to entice the player base to want to pull for these characters, not only for their skills and effects, but obviously for how they look, right? Look at her eyes, guys. Those are some bedroom eyes if I ever saw them. Them's big time bedroom eyes, if you know what I mean. Lord have mercy. Elizabeth, probably a waifu for some people, definitely not for me, but Honoka here is definitely waifu, right? This is one of the more built ladies in the game, if you like that kind of thing, right? And I just love this uniform, right? Well, not, I shouldn't say uniform. I just love this character model, right? The swimsuit is a nice touch. The belt is freaking crazy, right? And then, of course, the skull. And when we're looking at a skull, we're not looking at anything else, right? Of course, because we're all a bunch of gentlemen here. But she just looks gorgeous. But really, and you guys probably won't believe me, but her eyes are just some of the most innocent things you could ever look at, right? With this insane body, she's got these beautiful, innocent eyes that just scream out, hello, how are you? right? It's a nice thing. It's a nice touch. I really love the personality of that character. Dizzy is definitely going to be waifu for a lot. I mean, they did a good job on her. I mean, Kofa's always does a great job on his characters. She looks amazing. The tear falling down from her eye is a nice touch. She's not really waifu for me, although I do think she's a very beautiful character. But yeah, not really waifu for me. Baiken, yeah. Baiken's got that fighting spirit thing going on, just like Shane, big time, right? Or like my girl Leona, right? I mean, she's the one armed bandit, guys, or I should say, the one armed samurai. She is like, she's not really. I mean, there's definitely some beautiful pics out there of her, but I mean, she's not like, she doesn't really look beautiful per se. But I guess in that danger, sort of maniacal way, she's a very gorgeous character. But I mean, I just love Baiken because of her personality, right? She's just a badass. I mean, she just that's what she is. She's awesome. Maxima, not really. I mean, Deanne is a quality character, but I don't really consider her waifu. I know for some people they probably would, but for me, not so much. I'm not going to go over Leona because we all know Leona is personally my favorite. And then we kind of scroll over. We got some lollies here. Nakaru, no. And then we kind of scoot along here, and then we get to Vanessa. Vanessa definitely is waifu for me. I mean, she is quality, right? Anytime I see a girl holding a bat and blowing some bubble gum out of her mouth, it's just a nice thing, right? It's a nice little touch, and she's just a really fun character to play. I really enjoy her, and I love that they got the All Stars on her chest and this nice little touch that they did, the little beer mug on her hat. They did a really great job with this character. I mean, she is Vanessa is quality, man. She's quality. Shane's definitely going to be a waifu for some out there. Not really for me, because I'm tired of her saying how absurd, but I'm just joking. But just not really waifu. But Eileen here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. God Almighty, as this is one gorgeous character. Phew. Lord have mercy, right? And then we kind of scroll along. Definitely, right? I still play with Eno to this day. I still use her on both of my accounts. And yeah, she's got that maniacal, badassery, rock and roll, heavy metal thing going on. And, as a guy that loves heavy metal, I mean, Pantera and Hatebreed are some of my favorite bands and many, many more out there. I dig, I dig her big time. Ramlethal might be a waifu for some out there. Not really so much for me, but I do love her badassery. And then Angel. Angel is definite waifu for me. This is a gorgeous character model. One of the most gorgeous character models in the game if you like this sort of thing, right? If you're into a voluptuous looking lady, then you're obviously probably going to be into Angel. And I also have always had a thing for white haired girls like Shane and her, right? I've always had a thing for that. I don't know what it is about white hair, but I just love it. And she's just beautiful. She is beautiful, and I'm not really much for her personality, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I don't really get into characters that taunt and tease opponents, and like in real life, I don't like women that do that. So I don't really enjoy that part of her. But physically, just to look at her aesthetically, she is God Almighty beautiful, and not to mention her face, the job they done on her. She's just so gorgeous. Really one of the most beautiful characters in the game. Chizuru is definitely going to be waifu for a lot out there, especially hardcore KOF fans. This girl just screams elegance, right? I mean, in my opinion, really the most elegant character in the game. She's so beautiful in that respect. Not really waifu for me because I really like more of the badassery. Well, she is a badass character, but I like more of the troubled past kind of character more so. I mean, she definitely don't have a clean past, but it's nothing like Leona or Shane or Baiken. And then, of course, Chun-Li. Now, Chun-Li, I mean, just like Mizzy, one of the most popular fighting game girls or fighting game waifus out there. I mean, she is gorgeous because of her voluptuous body, the way that she's built, right? She's just got legs like tree trunks that just don't quit. Then things just keep moving and moving and moving. And I just love the character. Not to mention something that I haven't mentioned for a lot of these characters is their voice actors. Like Baiken, for me, really one of the best voice actors. I love that voice actor so much. Sounds so awesome. Chun-Li, another one. Leona, of course, right? Just gorgeous. And then Mary, who I never was really a big fan of Mary, to be perfectly honest with you guys. But this model is she's gorgeous, right? She's just got that beauty thing going on. And any woman that's willing to ride a bike, hence why I love to live in Vietnam. Just kidding. But it definitely helps, right? I've seen a bunch of ladies ride around on bikes. It's just an awesome thing to see. I love women that are willing to get on a motorcycle and go out and ride, right? And just get all that fresh air and just enjoy their freedom. Because when you ride a bike, you really do feel like you're free. It's just a cool feeling. And it's something I really love about this character that they put in her 3PG. I just love it. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous model. And then, of course, you guys know the baby girl here is mine, right? Because of her troubled past. She's my number one. She'll always be my number one waifu. Leona is the goddess of this game for me. And for you, I'm sure it's probably some other character, maybe a character that I didn't even mention. If I didn't mention her, I do apologize for that, guys. I'm just going over the waifus that I really love in the game. So let me know who your waifu is and why they are your waifu. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GD+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.